All right, everybody, it's been a few months since I've last done a video, and that mostly covered UX. Now that I'm in my new place, haven't fully set it up yet, but I want to begin the journey of recognizing, understanding, and emphasizing the importance of systems thinking. Now, if you ever Google systems thinking, it's a bit dry. It's all about engineering. It's all about business management, leadership. I mean, those are important things, but there's more. There is a lot more to systems thinking than any of those elements. It requires a bit of finesse, and it's a little holistic. One of the reasons why it's necessary to understand and embrace systems thinking is that it differs from the approach where everything is in a vertical, where everything is in its own place. What systems thinking emphasizes on is relationships between elements and the accountability of those elements. Accountability, if you've ever come across that word, it doesn't happen as often as you think because of the way society works now. Very immediate, very, instantaneous, very convenient. Accountability tends to go out the window. And one last thing that makes systems thinking work is iteration. And when I say iteration, I mean the ability to do or experience something and know that it may not be the right answer or the right circumstance. So you forgive the situation or yourself and then you try again. It's about not giving up. It's about being dynamic. It's not about being static, and systems thinking requires that. And this was something that systems thinking for me began about 5 years ago, maybe 6. And I learned first and foremost about systems thinking thanks to Professor Viktor Sigalov, who is one of the biology professors at Antioch. No, he's a biology professor at UCLA Medical Center, or maybe he's a biology, anyways. But he taught a number of people and continues to teach systems thinking to people at Antioch University in Los Angeles. And so that class changed my life more than any other class in my life. And so to touch on what systems thinking affects, even though we didn't directly learn this in class, the application of systems thinking, the way I've been doing it, applies to everything. Because the more I know, the more I learn, the more I realize everything has a system to it. And it creates a curiosity with me. And so systems thinking affects behavior, like knowing yourself and why you do the things that you do, the way you express yourself. There's a system to that, whether you realize it or not. Intimate relationships, whether that's intimate partners, significant others, children, parents, friendships, science and mathematics. It affects ecology. There's a system to psychology and design. And religion, spirituality, philosophy. It also affects organizations, work, friendship circles, management systems, market, business, and technology. I mean, if you've seen any of the headlines recently, whether it involves Riot Games' inability to really understand and create a better system of accountability between the management and employees. I mean, this is also carries in more recently with Google's situation, where the person who led the protest for their ethical situation, she pretty much gets harassed by her own, supervisors. And also like Google's ability to surveil everything. I mean, there's so many ethical, quandaries that happen. And for just this episode, I'm just speaking on systems thinking. Next episode, I'm going to talk about the history of systems thinking. So for now, for Hourglass, I'm JB.